Hey, it's 25 minutes past 7. Have you ever thought about even the idea of hangover leave, getting a day off, paid for, because you're drunk? Oh, Angela, we've got the pub.
We're at the pub.
Look.
What? Good heavens!
Oh.
I promise you that is not a real bar. We are not about to start imbibing, are we?
No, we're not.
We're not about to start getting
of day.
drunk. Absolutely not. But I tell you, if we did, it would be a great way to introduce the item, because there's apparently a... I have to tell you at home, viewers, that the director is saying, I can't get rid of that. I can't get rid of it. She said, never mind, we'll live with it.
For the rest of the day now.
It goes with the story, which is that one Japanese company has offered the choice for Gen Z workers to come in late to work if they are feeling slightly the worse for wear, spending an evening... Oh, it's gone now, there we go. Yes, we're all sober again.
Yes, that would be a fine thing. Should we follow suit and woo our younger workers with a hangover policy? Let's talk to political commentator Luca Watson and Dom McGregor, the author of I'm Never Drinking Again. Good to see you both. Luca, come on, this is absolutely ridiculous, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the scheme is completely voluntary by the company, and if it's a good way to get young workers more involved, to attract young workers, then I don't see what the problem is.
Well, isn't it sending the wrong message to young workers who think that it would be all right to turn up drunk to work, or actually just ring up and say, I'm not coming in today because I'm drunk? That's no way to build a career, is it?
Well, I mean, this ensures that they don't turn up drunk to work, because they can stay at home and have a line if they're feeling a bit worse for wear. But I think the point is it incentivizes people who, the reason the company did it was because they can't offer really high wages, so they have to offer any perks they can give. And this was one of them. And I think that if it makes life a bit easier, a bit more fun for young workers, then that's a good thing.
Dom, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's terrible. I've run a lot of companies. I've been in a situation where I've not had budget to hire people, and we didn't go to hangover leave. We went to offering things like gym membership, offering people things like therapy, offering positive things at work to be able to get them to enjoy where they work, not hangover leave. I think that's a bit desperate, well, very desperate. And to be honest, if you're running a company and someone wants to work at you because they want hangover leave, they're probably the wrong person to have in your organisation.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, Luca, isn't Gen Z supposed to be the generation that doesn't want to get drunk, that they're all for sort of healthy living and having mint tea instead of beer? Oh.
Well, some of us are, not all of us, don't worry. But there you go, all the more reason to do this. It can help with the nighttime economy. It can get people going back into pubs and bars and really boost that element of our economy. And as you say, many people won't want to take it anyway. It's an optional thing. It's not like you have to go out and get drunk every evening if your company has such a policy. No,
but what about having a responsible attitude to work? I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I can see the perks. If I was a young person, it sounds like a good idea. I get that. However, work is not meant to necessarily be fun. It's meant to be hard. It's meant to be getting up and going in when you don't want to or don't feel like it. That's building a work ethic, Luca, isn't it?
I don't think it has to be hard. I mean, that's the whole point of this scheme. It works well for the company. They worked out a deal where, again, now and again, it's not something that every single day you can go out on the lash and come in at 1 p.m. It's now and again, if it's maybe a friend's birthday or something like that, you have a big night, then the next morning you can take it easy and maybe come in a few hours later. I don't think that necessarily militates against a good work ethic. It just gives people a bit of latitude to have a good time and still enjoy themselves while holding down a job.
Dom, I mean, I've noticed that an awful lot of drinks manufacturers now are producing non-alcoholic, not just beer, but wine, gin. I think there's even a non-alcoholic whiskey. I mean, is this perhaps a way of getting around this, that people can go out and still be seen to be having a gin and tonic or several whiskies or several pints or whatever, and not necessarily get drunk? Because, as Stephen says, it's not the right sort of... It doesn't produce a work ethic, does it? It doesn't give you the right attitude to actually going to work and holding down a job.
Yeah, I think we've got a productivity crisis in the UK. You know, working from home has seen that people work less, and actually we've got a low output of GDP. So people are not working as hard as they used to do. So introducing things like this actually is going to go against the UK economy. The nightlife economy, yeah, it might have boosted, but it's a small part of the UK economy. We need people to be in jobs. We need people to be working hard, and that's what weekends are for. Yeah, we've got weekends to be able to go to friends' parties, to be able to have your own time and get drunk, and not necessarily do that on a work day. So, from my perspective, you're completely right. We need people to be having a positive relationship with work, and companies need to be rewarding them for doing great things and good things, and have positive perks in their organisation, and not letting them get away with working a couple of hours later because they've had a big night the night before.
Yeah. Luca, let me ask, have you ever actually turned up drunk to work?
No, of course not. No, I would.
Well, there you go. So I won't tell you what the director is saying in my ear.
I don't think they believe you.
So, I mean, if you've done that, don't you see that that is actually the wrong attitude to have to your job? You're a political commentator, for crying out loud.
Well, you should see what a lot of MPs get up to. I think a lot of them would have a different response than I did.
We're not talking about them. We're talking about you.
Sure. Look, but the point of this policy is that it's now and again, it gives the opportunity to, if you want. It's not encouraging it. It's not saying you must. And it works well for the company. The boss was saying it's really good. It's allowed them to take on some really good employees, really productive employees. And a lot of the employees were saying, contrary to what was said, that actually their productivity increased because when they don't feel that pressure, when they're not coming in at 9 a.m., half asleep, not really able to do any work, when they feel properly refreshed, they're actually able to get some proper work done.
I think this is a generational issue, and I don't think we're ever going to agree on it.
Luca, Dom, really good to talk to you both. Thank you very much.